All right, we here with Kieth Perrin, CEO, co-founder, CEO of Fubu Radio. Man, it's an honor to have you here. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. So it's the Whatever Podcast. Your host Tony Draper, as usual. But it's a special day. So I just want to get right into how'd you manage to land that brand? Like, that's real CEO stuff.
I didn't land it. We created it, and we started from scratch. My man D had an idea, coming up with this top hat that was real popular back in the days, and he just wound up putting Fubu on it. And when he did that, we did that for a couple of years, and then we was like, yo, you know what? Let's really turn this into a full-fledged line. So we just started making hats and T-shirts. Started with the simple things. Hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts. We did that for a couple of years, and then just it started to grow, and then we, finally started to evolve and secure the deal with Samsung America at that time, and wound up getting, put on and get into the Empire State Building and all that with the distribution. Distribution is very important. A lot of people don't realize, like, they'll call you a sellout if you with somebody who they don't understand.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or don't understand the business part of it. You know what I mean?
Because you got to go corporate.
It's just like, like we always say, Puff was distributed by Arista. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? All these people are distributed by somebody. So, but yeah, that's how we started it, man. And, almost 30 years later, we still here.
Still here. Yeah. They try to count you out, and that's why I'm so happy to see it back. And it's like the buzz, people love it. We are already attracted to the name still. You can tell it wasn't us that gave up on y'all. It was I heard a story about the distribution people tried to play and put y'all in like places like Marshall's or like discounted places.
Well, see, what people don't understand about that part is there are lines, like Ralph Lauren is in every store. Yeah. Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You make a particular line for that particular store. So what you're gonna find in that store, you don't necessarily find in the higher end stores. Or you might run into a problem where you just catch that bad product that's not selling.
Right.
What you gonna do? You can't sit on it, so you dump it off.
Yes, sir.
And not be the place that you dump it off to. So that's just another part of the business that people don't really understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they hear stuff and try to run with it. Where did you get the business acumen? Like was it like you had somebody in your corner teaching you the game, or was it you learned as you go, or just it's like to get this far you got to know something and everybody don't. So.
Well, when I was coming up, I was dead broke. You know what I'm saying? I came up, we was struggling. So I'm from New York, so we got this we got to get it mentality, because if you don't get it, somebody else gonna get it, or somebody else gonna eat before you eat. So at the time I was like, well, the only way I can really get it is if I do something that's legit. You know what I mean? Like not selling drugs, not doing none of that crazy shit. And so what happened was I just went and I started doing I started managing apartment complex in Harlem. That's why I kind of started like the real estate. That helped me develop my business sense of how to manage people, how to deal with people, how to deal with companies, how to deal with budgets, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff.
Yes.
So then when we started this company, I remember I used to tell Dane, like, if you got an unsatisfied employee, or you got an employee that you're not satisfied with, basically, and you want to get rid of them, you got to give them warnings. You can't just wake up one day and say, bro, you got to get the fuck out of here. Like, it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
On the equal opportunity side, equal employment opportunity side,
you got to be legit.
It's a little different, so you have to put that paperwork in place. So, I mean, but that's really where I got my business. And then even doing this, you know what I'm saying? Doing this for almost 30 years and having media training and commercial training and, things like that. It just helped me deal with it, a little better.
Yes. Man, it's like you definitely leaving a blueprint for us. I've been watching the company.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to keep, it's hard to be around 30 years, bro.
Yes.
Like, we could have been sold this brand and moved on and did other things, but we just decided that, we'll hold on to it. If it ain't popping right now, we'll just hold on to it. Overseas, it's been popping overseas for the last 15, 16 years straight. Like, a lot of people don't know that because they don't see it in the States, so they think that you fell off, and you know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we did a little rebirth, I'd like to call it. You know what I mean?
That's how I see it. I call myself a phoenix. I got it tatted on me. Ashes, rise from the ashes.
Yeah.
Jay even got a line for it. But I like that. It's like never over. It's kind of like what's going on in the world right now with stocks. Everybody in that GameStop.
Oh yeah, no.
And it's like you got to know when to hold on.
It's funny because I started getting some texts about it. I dib and dab in it, but I'm not really, into it like that. But
yeah,
I saw all these alerts coming up on my phone. My people talking about, yo, you see what's going on with GameStop?
Mm-hmm.
And before I can really jump on it and look it up, I saw it on the news, and I was like, oh man,
it's too late.
Yeah.
Robin Hood tried to lock us out.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So,
but that's that's the big boy game. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to make it easy for you to do it on your phone, and you know what I'm saying, and all that. But you gotta really know what you're doing.
What made you take the brand and make it a radio station?
Well, my partner Demetrius, partner in the radio company, he actually came to me about it. I was talking about, how I wanted to pivot and the next thing I wanted to do. And he was like, you want to start a radio station? And I'm thinking, okay, I don't really know anything about a radio station. You know what I'm saying? I love music.
Yeah.
But, I don't know anything about a radio station. So he said, well, I have the experience at the station. I'll compare that with you. And then you bring your side and I bring my side and we just make it work. It doesn't take that much.
Yes.
Now, in the beginning, it didn't take that much.
Right.
As you start to grow and you actually bring people on, and you have to keep trucking along. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Making sure you got the right team. And I went through like 3 teams before I was able to secure like Shay and Herc and Chris Childs and a lot of other cats that are with us.
Dope.
Shout out to my whole Fubu Radio team.
Yes.
I didn't say everybody's name, but I love all of y'all. But yeah, so but. That's what it is. I had to go through a couple of different teams to get to where I needed to be.
I definitely understand. That's pretty dope because Fubu is really synonymous with music. You think Fubu is hip hop. Do you have any other goals to take it to like record labels? Even a step further?
We did a record label. We spent like $5 million. The album actually went gold. That's when we produced Fatty Girl.
Oh, okay. Dang.
We had a bunch of different joints on there: Super Cat, India.Arie, Nas, Nate Dogg, my boys, 54 Platoon, Eric Sermon. Like we had a lot of heavy hitters on there.
You're right. Yeah.
But in that game, like if that's not something that you do on a daily, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's really nothing to play with. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really nothing to play with. It takes a lot of time, like a lot of energy. A lot of focus to really sit down and, you know what I'm saying?
Like, because if you don't got your full attention on anything, you ain't giving it. You're not gonna get the best.
Yeah, and then us coming from a fashion standpoint, people ain't gonna never wanna just praise you when you jump out and try to do something new. They always gonna hate, right? So,
when you got your lane.
So it was like, oh y'all fashion cats doing music now. It was like y'all music cats doing fashion now. Why we can't? You know what I'm saying?
It's all synonymous. It's hip hop.
But it was a lot of screwed up shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, and how people was trying to jerk you and sell you songs that tell you, this lady singing the song and it's not even her song. Like trying to get you. So you got to do your homework and watch everybody because cats is slick in that music business.
Whew, that's crazy. So I would like to give one goal and a few inspirations that you have for the future with the company.
One goal? Well, I want to take this radio station and be the #1 radio station out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's Hot 97, I know there's 105.1, and they are light years ahead of me. But what I see in my vision is I already have the recipe. I just got to keep working.
And the name.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the
I already see y'all up there for real.
We've been doing like my boy Jay just dropped Force by his network. He been working with that for not just dropped it, but he just dropped the Lamar Odom documentary on his station. Ooh. So we doing different things, and I know my boy Carl is working on our real estate for us in our first hotel. So we just trying to pivot, man. I guess, you can't do clothes forever.
Yeah.
We just blessed to be able to come back out and people still want to buy this shit. Like, when we first entered this game, it was like, yo, we got 3 years, so we got to make as much money as we can in 3 years, and then we got to get out. You know what I mean? But
it's 30 years later,
it didn't happen like that,
Yeah. So. Man, and give me your first inspirational. Well, it sounded like it was yourself. You was like, I got to do something different. But one other person, like someone other than yourself, that was
my inspiration, for me coming up was my mom's. I grew up in a household. Me and my sister was at the time. I got another brother and sister, but we grew up in the crack era, so we saw a lot of shit, and there was a lot of things going on. And to see my mom's as a single black woman struggle and be able to raise, four kids, everybody's cool, everybody's go-getters, nobody's, strung out on anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not, ain't nobody jailbirds, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody's straight. So she was my motivation because I wanted to do better for her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did enough bad stuff that I was like, listen, she used to tell me, yo, you want to be in jail or dead by the time you're 21. So when I passed 21 and I got 25, I was like, okay. And 28, I was able to buy her first house.
Ooh, that's everybody's goal.
Yeah, that was it, man. That was like the highest moment of my life, to actually hand those keys to my mom after telling her for the past 25 years that I was gonna buy her house.
Salute, bro. That's like every man, every woman, everybody want to get up.
That's a big accomplishment, man.
Yes.
Especially when you see your parents struggling and trying to get because the kids are the ones that see the most.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Outside people, they see what you let them, let them see. But the kids are the ones who are there, who are actually, you know what I'm saying, going through it and seeing it. And, I done been through everything. I done been through the lights turned off, the roaches, the rats, the hot water, boiling water on the stove, lighting the house with the candles.
Yeah.
Like, man,
the oven,
bro. Getting evicted, you know what I'm saying? Shit on the curb.
From the mud.
Like, you know what I mean? So I've been through all that, so they're able to put her in a place where she ain't had to worry about that no more.
That's the king shit.
That was good. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Man, I'm learning something from you. I'm supposed to be doing interviews. I was learning today. So I appreciate you coming in. Can you let them know where to find you on Instagram and your socials?
You can find me at Mr. Keezo, MrKeeyzo, on Instagram and Twitter. And you can find me on Facebook, Kieth C. Perrin Jr.
Yes, sir. Y'all heard of him.
Man.
Google him. Thanks for coming to whatever podcast.
I told you I was going to come through, man. I just had to get dressed first.
Yes, he killed them too.
I couldn't sit down there with you.